He did it again. Collections from the Whiteout has not only for me lived up to my expectations, but really gone past them. I did not expect some of that. I love that he saved some of the weirder songs for the album so that when we could listen to it in full, oh man. First thing I did this morning, I woke up, I immediately just started making some breakfast, made a cup of tea, and then I just sat down on the couch, put on a pair of headphones, and sat through the whole album, and I love it so much. I can't wait for my vinyl to arrive, and I'll do a little video when it does. I'm excited to hear the bonus tracks, as well as I've heard the extended outro to Crowhurst Meme, but just to hear it in context with the album is going to be really nice. One thing I realized about this is I think I've been looking too deeply into the song so far. The videos I've been doing, I've been really trying to look for meaning in the things that he's saying, but I think I maybe have been wrong about the way I've been going about it. I don't think that's the point of this album. And I mean, even he said that. This isn't necessarily him diving into deep topics and being very thought-provoking. This is just capturing nice little moments. And I saw someone on Reddit who was talking about What a Day, and a lot of people were saying it was about death. I didn't find that, that's not how I interpreted it, but a lot of people were saying that. And it's like heavy in the sound of breaking mirrors. Like, oh, he's just out surfing, and the wave is breaking, and water is reflective, so it's like a mirror, and shadow nearing, the waves coming over. Like, it could just be about surfing. And I love that. I know this is so all over the place, but I'm just like, I don't even have my own thoughts collected on this yet. I would like to I'm going to do a big video talking about the album, of course, as I did with Noonday Dream. But I think it's going to be a different flavor. And I'm very excited to try to figure out what I can do with that, because I have some pretty exciting ideas, at least in my head. I'm excited to make these videos. It's so weird. 2 months ago, we got the announcement the album was coming out. We've known there's been new music coming for a little while. And it just, like, these past 2 months, this album has taken up so much of my brain. And to actually hear it now is so cool. And I want to talk about what were some highlights for me. Finders Keepers was really interesting. I've only listened to it the one time. There were a couple tracks that I've re-listened to. I'm going to pick up the Her soundtrack from the mall, because that just got released on vinyl, so I'm going to re-listen to the album while I'm making the trek over. Yeah, so Finders Keepers was really cool, but for me, the first song where I was like, holy shit, was Sage That She Was Burning. And I feel like that's pretty common right now. It seems like the general consensus, people love this song. I am no different. It's so interesting. There's so much resonance coming from my guitars right now. My God, that's distracting. That song is such a unique sound. And especially when the flavor of it changes, like halfway through towards the end of it as well. Oh my God, the whole time that song was on, I was just beaming. There were a few songs where when they started, I literally just started going, like, my jaw would drop, I'd start smiling, because it's so cool, man. I think that's the thing. It's just this album felt nice. Like, it didn't feel heavy, which is good, because I feel like I've spent so much of the last few years just focusing on things that are so heavy and listening to heavy music. And it was nice to get just something where it was like just capturing a moment. And honestly, for me, my favorite representation of that might be Buzzard. I know a lot of people aren't super hot on Buzzard right now because it's very short, and it's not a particularly complex or even super interesting song, maybe is a way to put it. But I like the idea of Ben just out in the yard playing tag with a buzzard and a mouse. There's something about that just makes me smile. Like, he's just running around and, oh, well, he won't catch me. He follows the mouse and me, and he won't catch me. All right, man. Play some tag with a bird and a mouse. Why not? I love that. That made me so happy. I really like that song, man. I actually thought it was a very fitting closing to the album. And I want to try to learn. It'll take like 20 seconds to learn it, although I need to practice using a slide because I'm not good at that. I think the only thing that I didn't like absolutely love was probably Unfurling, and I feel like I'll probably really like it after the next few times I listen to it. Just the first time it didn't grab me as much as some of the other ones, but really everything else for me was just amazing. Make Arrangements is so cool. It almost has like an African vibe to it, with the way the percussion is. I don't know. It's interesting. And Metaphysical Cantations is amazing. That's one of my favorites for sure. Sage That She Was Burning was probably the biggest highlight for me. But then again, I feel like I can't really talk about my favorites because I've heard the singles so many times, so I don't know if it's fair. Like, I feel like I'm not going to say any of the singles are like highlights for me because I've already heard them so many times. Maybe if I hadn't heard them and then I heard them on the album, maybe they would be. Like, I love Sorry Kid. The chorus in Sorry Kid's amazing. And obviously the Follies Fixtures, absolutely incredible. Man, this was an amazing album. It's one of my favorites from him. I mean, I love all of his albums, but this is definitely up there. And hearing the Aaron Dessner influence was so cool. There's a lot of piano on the album, which is new. There's not usually a lot of piano in Ben's music. A lot of obviously synthesizers and drum machines and things like that. So it's just such a cool sound, and the mixture of that really interesting experimental sound with just kind of like capturing nice little moments made for a great experience for me. I don't know. I hope you guys feel the same way, because I'm all over this. I cannot wait to get my vinyl. I'll probably do an unboxing video of it when it gets here. God, man. I'm shell-shocked. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. And this video is all over the place. I guess it's kind of fitting for an album where he's like, just kind of like little things thrown around, and that's kind of what this video is. I don't know. I'm just kind of saying words. I'm definitely going to listen to the album a couple more times within the next few days. It's going to be on repeat. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'd love to try to figure out some covers for it. But yeah, I do think I've been looking a little too deeply into them. So we'll see how that's going to affect things going forward in terms of how I listen to the songs. I think it's going to make me like them more, because I'm tired of always having to think deeply about things, and I can kind of just take it. There's a suitcase in the river. Yeah, man. That's dope. I wonder what's in it. Doesn't need to be anything crazier than that. There was a moment when I was listening to it, when I was sitting on the couch upstairs, and I'm sitting back like this, and towards... what was it? Let me look at this. Hold up. 1 second. Towards the end of Sage That She Was Burning and the beginning of Sorry Kid, the sun started to shine through the clouds and like beam onto my face. And then it kind of faded away as it went to Unfurling, which maybe that played into why it didn't hit me as well, because the sun went away. But I don't know, man. It was a really beautiful moment, and I was very, very happy. There were a lot of moments where I was just sitting here like this, just enjoying it. And that's what this feels like to me, and it makes me so happy. And I don't want to sit here just repeating myself and rambling. Yeah. It's lived up to expectations, man. I love it so much, and I hope you guys feel the same way about it. Obviously, the comments about wanting him to make I Forget Where We Were in every kingdom are already on the internet. I'm considering making a video talking about that. I don't know if I want to feed into it, but it pisses me off, so we'll see. I can't wait to hear the bonus tracks. I know they're on YouTube, but I think I want to wait for my vinyl to get here. Okay. I'm just going to keep repeating myself here if I sit here for too long, because I haven't collected my thoughts enough to make something coherent. So I really appreciate you guys checking by and watching this video. And the support recently, again, has been amazing. Don't worry, there's still going to be more Ben Howard content coming. This isn't the end. And I have more things coming out as well. I've got lots of things planned, so stick around. And I really appreciate everyone. I mean, I started the year with 26 subscribers. Now I'm at over 600. So it's really cool. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate every one of you. So thank you all. Enjoy the new music, and I hope you all have a great day.